All right. Just checking in. No pressure at all,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
but
Assalamualaikum and welcome everyone. Today we are diving into an important topic that shapes how we think, learn, and grow, the concept of mindset. Psychologist Carol Dweck introduced two powerful ideas, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Understanding the difference between them can transform the way we face challenge, build skill, and create success in our life. So let's explore how our mindset influence our action and our future.
Assalamualaikum to you too, Fasir. That sounds intense. Haha. A deep dive right off the bat. So, we're talking about fixed versus growth mindsets.
Yes.
Sounds like a good topic. What sparked this for you today? Were you reading something or just thinking about it? It's funny how these things pop up, right? I've heard it's a pretty influential idea in psychology.
What does the term mindset really means?
Good question to start with. From what I gather, mindset isn't just about being positive or negative. It's more about your underlying beliefs about where your abilities come from. Do you think intelligence and talent are fixed traits you're born with or things you can develop? That core belief, that's your mindset, basically. Does that resonate?
Okay.
Just thinking out loud,
How
it
would
seems like a
you?
lot of how we approach. I'm
Okay,
doing all
okay,
right.
okay,
Thanks
okay,
for
okay,
asking.
okay.
Honestly,
Please keep quiet. How would you describe a fixed mindset?
okay, quiet. Got it. My bad. A fixed mindset, as I understand it, is believing your qualities, like intelligence or talent, are pretty much set in stone. If you're good at something, great, but if you struggle, it's seen as proof you just don't have the ability. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges because they fear failure will expose a lack of talent. Does that sound about right?
That's great. That's great. Can you explain what are some common signs that someone has a fixed mindset?
Sure. From what I've picked up, people with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges like we just talked about. They might also get defensive or feel threatened when given feedback. They tend to see effort as pointless. If you have to work hard, it means you're not naturally good at something, and they often feel the need to prove themselves over and over. Does any of that ring a bell?
How would you define a growth mindset?
A growth mindset, as opposed to fixed, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's not about thinking everyone is amazing at everything, but that everyone can improve with effort and learning. Failures aren't seen as a sign of lacking talent, but as opportunities to grow. Basically, it's embracing learning and challenges.
What beliefs are common in people with a growth mindset?
Good question. People with a growth mindset generally believe that effort is the path to mastery, that challenges are opportunities to learn, and that feedback is constructive, even if it's tough to hear. And they're also more likely to find inspiration in the success of others rather than, feeling threatened by it. It's about seeing potential, not just current ability.
Okay,
You thinking about
can
someone specific right now?
yes. Can you explain why do you think our mindset influence our success?
Absolutely. It's pretty straightforward, actually. If you believe your abilities are fixed, you're less likely to push yourself or take risks. You might give up easily when things get tough. But if you believe you can grow and learn, you're more resilient. more willing to try new things, and more likely to persevere through obstacles. Mm, and honestly, that willingness to keep going is often the biggest factor in achieving success. It's not about being naturally gifted, it's about consistent effort. Does that make sense?
How does a fixed mindset affect learning and professional development?
Okay, so a fixed mindset can really stifle both learning and career growth. If you believe you're either good at something or you're not, you're less likely to seek out new skills or training. You might avoid projects that stretch you, fearing you'll fail and expose your limitations. And when you do encounter setbacks, you're more likely to give up or blame external factors rather than seeing it as a chance to learn and improve. Essentially, it creates a self fulfilling prophecy. You limit your potential by believing it's limited to begin with.
Okay, how can a growth mindset help someone overcome challenges?
A growth mindset is a total game changer when facing challenges. Instead of seeing a roadblock as proof of inadequacy, you see it as a puzzle to solve. You embrace effort, knowing it's how you actually get better. You actively seek out feedback, even critical feedback, as a way to learn and grow. And when you do stumble, you don't beat yourself up. You analyze what went wrong and adjust your approach. It builds resilience, really. You see setbacks as temporary, not permanent. It allows you to keep moving forward.
Okay, that's great. That's great. What role does effort play in developing ability or talents?
That's a really key point. A growth mindset fundamentally believes effort isn't just necessary, it's the very thing that builds ability. It's not that you're born talented, it's that consistent, dedicated effort strengthens your brain and develops your skills. It's like building a muscle. You don't get stronger by wishing for it, you get stronger by working it. Effort isn't evidence you lack talent, it's evidence you're developing it. Do you feel me?
How can someone shift from a fixed
Are you thinking about how that applies to
Can you explain how can someone shift from a
Okay.
fixed mindset to a growth mindset?
That's a big question, and it's not an overnight switch. It takes conscious effort. First, recognizing that you have a fixed mindset is a huge step. Then, it's about learning to value the process of learning over the outcome. When you fail, instead of saying, I'm just not good at this, try saying, I haven't mastered this yet. Focus on what you can learn from mistakes. Actively seek out challenges. Celebrate effort, not just achievement. And honestly, practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself when you stumble. It's a process of rewiring your brain, and that takes time. It's like building a new habit.
Uh,
Is that resonating with you, or are you thinking about specific challenges you're facing right now?
why is
No pressure to share, of
why is embarrassing failure important for building a growth mindset?
That's a really insightful question. Because failing, and especially being embarrassed by it, forces you to confront your beliefs about yourself. If you have a fixed mindset, embarrassment confirms your fears. You're not good enough. But if you're trying to cultivate a growth mindset, embarrassing failure provides an opportunity to practice resilience, self compassion, and learning from mistakes. It shows you that failure isn't fatal and it can actually be incredibly informative. It strips away the illusion of perfection and forces you to focus on the process of improvement. It's uncomfortable, sure, but it's incredibly powerful. You're very welcome, Fasir. That was a really good conversation and a beautiful way to put it. Mindset is a lens. I appreciate you sharing that. Inshallah, to you too. I'll be here for the next session. Take care.